Good evening, everyone. I hope y'all have had a great Sunday and you've got to enjoy some of this beautiful weather that we've had not only today but also this past week. We did have some storms move through. Was it Thursday night? There were some storms that moved through. But other than that, this past week has been calm and we've had some pretty pleasant temperatures this weekend. Right now, as we take a look at Live IMAX 12, nothing going on, clear as can be. And as we look at that regional view, look over the southeast, high pressure is in control of our weather, which is why we've had clear skies today. We're also going to have those clear skies continuing for tomorrow. And today was a very warm day. We got up to the low 80s, unofficially 82 degrees here in the metro, 84 in Vicksburg, and 83 in Hattiesburg. That average high temperature for this time of year is generally about 76 degrees. So once again, we are running just a little above average. But while today was warm, once again, we will cool down tonight. It's going to be in the 50s tonight, so you will need a light jacket if you're going out tonight. But for now, it was in the low 80s today, which is pretty mild, and those temperatures are still holding in there at the upper 70s to the low 80s. Vicksburg still at 80, Jackson in the upper 70s, as well as Natchez, and Hattiesburg is the cool spot right now in the mid 70s. But like I said, going through tonight, temperatures will take a dip to the 50s. 57 is what I'm forecasting that low temperature to be here in Jackson, 55 in Hattiesburg, and 58 in Vicksburg. We'll keep the clear skies tonight, and we're also going to keep them for tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be another warm day. It's going to be a little warmer than it was today, reaching potentially the mid 80s here in Jackson, keeping the abundant sunshine for much of the day. So another great day is in store. There is going to be a cold front that moves our way late tomorrow night into early Tuesday morning that will bring us some cloud cover. But notice on this Futurecast model here, that front is still well off to our west by tomorrow afternoon. But you'll see those clouds starting to build in by the evening time as that front gets closer and closer. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few sprinkles associated with this cold front. However, I do think most of us are going to remain dry. But if anybody does get any rain, it's going to be during the overnight hours, late Monday night into early Tuesday morning. You can see a few blips on the radar there, but nothing widespread at all. Just maybe a few sprinkles here or there. Cold front's going to move through the area overnight, bringing in those overcast conditions to start the morning on Tuesday, but that cold front's going to move quickly, pretty quickly off towards the east. Those clouds will clear behind it, so by the time we get to Tuesday afternoon, we'll once again have abundant sunshine. So I talked about we're not really expecting much rain with this. Well, we're not. It's going to be a weaker cold front. But something the cold front is going to do, though, is bring us some drier air. So notice here on this model here, our dew point values are in the upper 50s to low 60s. That's a measure of how much moisture there is in the atmosphere. Upper 50s to low 60s, but then you'll notice Tuesday as we go into the morning, the cold front will start to move into our air. You can see these lighter colors indicating some drier air. And then going through Tuesday morning, those dew points will drop to the 40s, and then continuing to drop throughout the day. We'll have dew points in the 30s by the time we get to Tuesday night. So some much drier air is on the way. Also with that front, we'll have some wind gusts as well, potentially between 20 to 25 miles per hour. It's going to be We could have a few of those gusts tonight, but mainly focused on tomorrow, or for Tuesday during the day. Tuesday morning lasting through the evening and the early evening, but by the time we get to Tuesday night, that front will have moved up pretty far off to the east and those winds will start to die down. But unfortunately, this front, it's not going to bring us any rain, but with the strong winds and also the drier air that's moving in, we're going to be in danger for some wildfires, especially on Tuesday. So the winds and the dry air really enhance that potential for some wildfires. The Weather Service has all of our area in an elevated fire danger. And so on Tuesday, I wouldn't advise any outdoor burning because it wouldn't take much for a wildfire to start a fire to get out of control with that. So just keep that in mind as this front's going to bring in really that dry air and also those gusty conditions for Tuesday. But once we get past the front, on Monday night into Tuesday, our temperatures will take a little bit of a dip for Tuesday and Wednesday in the mid to upper 70s. But heading towards the end of the week, once again, our temperatures are going to warm as we head towards the weekend. Low 80s by Thursday and in the mid to upper 80s by Friday. And I really expect that to continue as we head towards the weekend. So I know that many of you have Easter weekend plans coming up for this next weekend. So the weather right now, it looks like it's going to be great for that. Just to give you a preview of that, I'm expecting Friday through Sunday to be dry. I mean, Friday we'll have partly cloudy skies. The clouds will build in as we move through the weekend, though, but still expecting us to have dry conditions for that. Temperatures will be in the 80s for high temperatures on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So looking like some pretty nice conditions for Easter egg hunts. I do want to point out, as we get towards Monday, though, it is looking like another cold front will make its way towards our area, and that's going to bring us another chance of thunderstorms. But right now, it looks like it's going to hold off until Monday, but I just want to give you that heads up. The timing could change between now and then, but for now, I'm expecting the weekend to stay dry. So as we take a look at the 8-day, looks pretty nice. I mean, we've got a lot of sunshine like we had this past week. 10% rain chance on Tuesday, really just for the chance for some sprinkles in the morning, if anything at all. Temperatures in the 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Lows will dip down to the upper 40s Tuesday night into Wednesday, but once again, they're going to warm up throughout the week as well. By the time we get to Friday, highs will be in the upper 80s, lows will be in the the 60s. So it's looking pretty nice as we move through this week, and then Easter weekend, once again, it's looking like it will be dry at this time. So, but then thunderstorms, that potential will move in to start the next work week. But for now, enjoy this week, because it looks like we've got another week of pleasant weather in store for central Mississippi. All right, I hope y'all have a good evening. We'll be on at 9 o'clock on the CW for updates, and also at 10 o'clock on WJTV for the regularly scheduled newscast. But in the meantime, I hope y'all have a good evening and enjoy some of this great weather.